Got the channel going. I gotta get it over here. Oh man. I've been busy. What's up, guys? This is Team Hardlife Capt.Eric subscription. All right, C. Bayless, Fish and Ray, Pedro, John. What's up, gents? How y'all doing? I am crimping a lot of sleeves. Excuse me. Right now I'm making 18 knots drops. Yep, these are 18s. Because we got Sharkathon in a few weeks, so I want to make sure I have got plenty of gear for anybody that may be needing gear. And then two, we are going to be offering bonuses or side pot deals for all of our customers that use our gear in place during Sharkathon. So we are looking at a lot of tackle. I hate it when I yawn, my eyes get watery. All right. What's up, Chris? How you doing? San Diego finally got some rain. Yeah, we got some rain here the last few days. It's been sporadic downpours and stuff like that, just little storms moving through. So this is the second step. First step was cutting the cable. Second step was crimping and putting sleeves on. These are 18 knots. These are 24 aughts. And I still have to put the heat shrink on, but I'm going to walk you around and show you all the other stuff that I've been hard at it. Oh, man. I've been sitting down for about an hour, so my legs are kind of gumming up on me. But let's do this. Oh, no, he didn't. Yes, he did. Look at that reel counter, guys. Look at that craziness of color right there. Oh my gosh, yes. Now y'all can actually see in my Abbott reel counter. I'm still tempted to take off some more of these stickers. Just so my daughter, she went sticker happy on me. Like I peeled off like 8 stickers today, just so you can kind of see them and stuff like that. But yeah, she was a little trigger happy kind of deal. But go through here, you can see them a lot more clear. All the rails right there. Yeah, had a lot of people coming up to the counter and just looking inside. It was magnificent. And then we also got in braid today. So we've got 2,500 yards of 30 in pink, 2,500 yards of 30 in orange, 2,500 yards of 30 or 130 in white, 2,500 yards in blue. See, a lot of guys have been asking for the blue as well. And then we got 2,500 yards of chartreuse. We were completely out of that color. Got 50 pound, 2,500 yards. Got 130 pound, it's a little 289 yards. 130 in red, 130 in blue, and then, yeah, 6,000 yards of 100 pound. Look at that. Look at that. 6,000 yards, 100-pound. Got 130-pound, 5,300 yards. Oh, man. Got 80-pound, 5,700 yards. And 65-pound, 6,700 yards. Them colors look amazing. Man, oh man. That's besides everything else we still got on the wall. Like, we've got a ton of line on the wall, and we're still not done. Like, I'm already planning out how am I going to remedy this, because I need more room for braid. Like, I need to put more Cortland in here big time. So we might be going through a reconfiguration of this whole room in here. We will see. We will see. I'll probably end up putting a whole another light fixture over there. Actually, I need to replace those lights. They went out. Make that whole wall kind of this deal like this. Nothing but spools the line and fill it up. Fill her up. But I was just pretty proud of this one today. Yep. This one made me pretty proud today. I hadn't had a real counter this filled since literally when I opened up. When I first opened. Now, got that out kind of out of the way. So what we did over here. Oh, that's so cute. That's so awesome. That's awesome. All right, so our guy that was in the back, he came through here and started filling up the double drop improved liters. We were pretty much empty. He started filling up on some of the double drops, the regular ones. This is all completely empty. That's how many we've sold. This was halfway empty. Like, it literally, now he is stacked it. And we're talking stacked. Stacked for Pompano liters. More over here. The redfish rigs, too, was all pretty much empty, and he started filling it all the way up. So we still got to make all of those right there. We need more of the whiting rigs as well. We added in the tilapia and carp rigs as well, too, guys. So if you want to go out there and catch some bait, we got those. And yes, they're not those fancy, dancy ones where you add a whole bunch of your own carp bait. That's so if you want to use corn and marshmallows and stuff like that. That's how I actually caught that big old flathead the first time I went out there, was on a little bitty leader like this. Remember those little bitty hooks, and I landed that 39-inch flathead? Yeah, it was live on the channel. It's there. You can find it too. So, just getting everybody a refresher of all the surf weights we're planning. We're getting I'm going to be getting more bins like this because we need them for all the surf weights that we are expanding into. We are starting to cater more to the drone fishermen. And then those are all the Abbott Reel covers right there too. All sizes from SX, MXL, LX, HXW, 30, 50, and 80s are in there. And then remember when the redfish rigs were empty last week? Yeah, I was pretty busy, guys. Like, that's a ton of liters. There. Well, I'm still empty all down here. That is empty. My bull red leaders are almost empty. Yep, I got a lot of leaders to build. My 4-footers are empty right now. I mean, I've got some, but 5-footers were coming back. But like I said, we were running out of the big rig stuff. Literally, I had 0 drops up here. And now you can see my hook selection. 16s, 18s, 20s, and 24s. Very, very nice. And then remember all the leaders, they weren't bagged up last week. So I started bagging everything up, and we got them. Got it. I've been really, really busy today, guys. Like I said, we got a few weeks to get all this done. Coolers are full with shark bait right now. I'm still waiting for some more to come in. But we're doing what we can. Oh, man. Yeah. So, yes, sir. Got it going. Um, I need a drink. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Where is it at? All my paperwork's got everything covered. Okay. Nope. Sorry. All right. Oh man. Any word on my reel? Has Abbott gotten back to you? Oscar, what did you order? I'm brain dead right now. Where? I've been going through paperwork, placing orders, and all of that stuff. So uh, I'm gonna have to double check on that, boss. Started pulling paperwork because, like Nate, the one with the H2O, he got the gunmetal, and that one finally came in. So I got to get it out to him, but I got to get his shipping address if I haven't already gotten that. Good. What's up, Skipjack? How you doing? Oscar, which reel did you order, boss? I've got your paperwork here somewhere, but I've been moving in and out of all of this stuff over here, and I can't think of what you ordered offhand. Hmm. Uh, yeah, James. Yeah, we definitely need a beer run. Or pick up some beer. Oh man. Also, I was curious about the orange. No, I honestly I have not even checked my phone today, guys. I was supposed to go live 5 hours ago with Rachel Caballero. Also, too, Doug with the Redford Ranch Foundation, but it was crazy. I got an influx of customers, and I was back to back to back to back to back, and all of this should have been done hours ago. But like I said, I'm not complaining. Having a lot of customers come through is awesome, but I was supposed to be live hours ago to talk about this. Uh, Somebody just walked through by the front door over there. So, um, oh, got a spammer on the page. Thank you, guys. Y'all got to realize my Blue Ranchers don't have they have no qualm at pulling y'all off the page, guys. We're a family orientated channel here as well. We share fishing knowledge, hunting, cars. It don't matter. A lot of it is fishing that I share. But we got a lot of guys in here that do all sorts of cool things in the outdoors for sure. So, um, Sputnik and Oscar, I need to catch a moment to catch my breath to get on the phone and figure out what's going on with them. Because I did get a email, or not an email, a text confirmation of screenshots from the Abbott website saying that they could produce all these different kind of reels and stuff like that. So I'm going to use that and forward that over to Abbott just to make sure that again, too, they're putting it out there for that all my customers are seeing this information. And if they're going to keep it like that, then they need to keep it like that. They need to make the customers happy, and they shouldn't be having to wait this long for answers and stuff like that, or getting the gear in. But we'll see. I said, did rock it. What are my thoughts on putting shrink tape on hook section crimps? You mean heat shrink? Yes, I did hear that Jimmy Kimmel got canceled for bashing or telling lies about Kirk, which I think is great. Finally, all these people can't just be out there and just telling lies. I mean, you know. And John, there you go. There you go. I have definitely upgraded my gear. The reason why I like it is because it keeps that cable nice, like see what I'm saying? It keeps it in line with the hook, and it also I think will give a lot better hook setup to get an actual good hook penetration and stuff like that. So yeah, so 16s, 18s, and 20s and 24s. Right now, I'm only heat shrinking this side of the cable because everything over here really doesn't matter because it's far away from the bait. You know what I mean? So haven't really been doing that. Now, if later on I see that it is needed, then I'll do it. I did start heat shrinking on the leaders over here on both ends of the cable section. And the reason being because we have actually seen where sometimes the main lines have been catching the sleeve on this side of the cable. I don't know how it's doing it, but I'm hoping that will help alleviate that. But yes, all of our shark leaders got that upgrade. When I came through and rebuilt everything, all of them have gotten that upgrade on there. So there's a few that didn't get it because it was already built, and I actually pulled those, and I'll probably end up using them myself because I know the leaders work. I've done it for over a decade fishing my leaders without any heat shrink, and I've tore it up. However, I have kind of seen the way um, the sharks' feeding habits have kind of changed. They really have. I feel it. So even now, when I'm rigging baits, I'm kind of changing things up the way I'm normally doing it. But again, too, we're also now using drones and jet skis, and it's a whole different ballgame from what it was, 10 years ago. It really went through some leaps and bounds, and I mean, to where guys now don't even fight sharks anymore. They have the shark rack, and then they leave the reel in the rack, and they fight. They all they're doing is cranking. Let it run, crank, let it run. I'm gonna be honest, guys. From a shark fisherman perspective, that's not fighting a shark. It's not. They are letting the truck rack do it, and they are just guiding the line back and forth. I mean, if that's the case, man, go get you one of those electronic reels and just push a button and play on your phone. Oh, Candy Crush, Candy Crush. I mean, that's sorry. Some people are. I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people with that comment, but again, too, you're there to shark fish. Get it out of the rack and fight it. Like that's the whole point of shark fishing. Put it in a harness and fight it. Now I know there's a lot of guys that physically can't do it and stuff like that, and they need to rack to semi experience it, but a lot of the experience is lost because they're leaving it in there. So, and the other thing is too, you got to think about this. That's the whole reason you're shark fishing is for the experience to feel this monster on the other end of your line that you have no control over at that point while you're fighting the fish pulling away from you, stripping line, and just I just like I said, guys. For me, I see those videos, and I mean, I think it's cool they get a good rod bin out of there, but I lose interest in the video quickly when I see they're still in the rack. The only reason I kind of watch it, and I don't wish any ill will on anybody, but I'm waiting a day to see somebody in the rack like that where it finally breaks off because the welds give. you got to realize welds still crack over time. They oxidize, especially if we got the aluminum racks. They will still crack and give under all that much pressure over and over and over again. It's going to happen. And I am fearful of the day that it happens, because the reason why I'm fearful for that is because when I had a fighting plate split on me during a fight, I was fighting a big old tiger shark, and I had it in the harness. I'm sitting there putting pressure on it, and it split right in half. And lucky for me, I was wearing pants. One, two, the sharp end of the point, when it scratched my leg, the pants caught it perfectly, and it just barely lightly scratched my leg. Otherwise, it would have really done some damage, like really done some damage. It would have been a very, very bad day for me out on the pier. So I saw a girl break her arm trying to hold up all that drag. How do you break your arm holding all that drag? Mm. Okay, and for me, for using cable over wire, I actually lost a tournament. I lost four, no, three, it was three or four sharks back to back to back, because about 8, 9 years ago, I was talking to a lot of guys out of Florida, and that's all they use is, 250 pound, 275 pound the tooth-proof cable or wire, and that's how they run their baits, and they catch big sharks. Well, over here, I lost three big sharks because the shark picked it up and spun the bait, and when it spun the bait, it broke the piano wire almost like within seconds. Like the rod didn't even, we just saw it kind of do this, like it was going to take off, and then it was over. It was over that fast. So brought it in, but when it spun the bait and broke off, the pigtail caught the bite mark, because we were using Couno stingrays at the time. And so, the first bite mark was about yay big from like a 7 footer. And then we had one that was probably an 8 footer. And then we had one that was at least a 10 footer. And I pretty much had the top three sharks of that tournament pick my bait up and get away within seconds. I was furious. I was so furious. I cut them all off. I had cable at the time, so I started crimping and doing it right, everything all right there on the beach. I reset up everything, and I will never go back to using the piano wire for shark fishing for that reason. So, and as for me, I use coated cable, but here's the other thing: I don't go very heavy on the coated cable, because I like it to be like dental floss on the shark. The smaller you go, the better chances it is to land that shark, because he cannot get it in on his teeth to actually cut the cable. I've actually seen where, 1/4 inch cable was cut in a split second. I've seen where eighth gate or 1/8 inch cable was also cut within a reasonable amount of time. And he chewed through it, chewed through it, chewed through it, and it wasn't even a reasonable amount of time. It's from like 600 yards to the beach or to the second gut, and he cut through it and ate, you know. And y'all know me, I fight sharks, and I fight them in fast. And this thing was over 12 foot. We could see it in the gut. We knew it was a tiger, and it was off the hook, and it sucked. So that's why I use 480 pounds, 600 at most. I won't go over that. So. It broke the harness, and the force broke her arm. Okay, I'm still. If she's holding it, like, how did it break her arm? If the harness broke, like, did it pull it forward? I mean, I'm trying to figure out how she broke her arm doing that. Like, when you're holding a harness, you're holding back like this. Um, I've never seen that, because, like I said, I've had a harness break on me, And, yeah, I was fighting a big tiger, and I was able to hold it, while they pulled off that plate, and then we put on another one, and I continued to fight. But yeah, that would have sucked. Um, Sputnik, yes, most definitely. I loved using the J hooks for my baits, for my big thick baits. If it was a long skinny bait like a skipjack or a whiting or a sand trout, I would use circle hooks. But when it came to big chunky baits, I was doing J hooks. I love my J hooks. Dang, that's so. Okay, on the breaking the arm, did she actually break a bone? Like I'm sorry, I'm asking questions because I've never heard of somebody breaking their bones or breaking their arm while holding onto a rod, on a big fish and stuff like that. Um, yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Yeah, if you can send me that video, I would like to check that out because that's insane. Um, I mean, you see guys too, that they try to harness up and they increase the drag, or their buddy increases the drag, and then they get drug in the sand. It's crazy. Now I get there's monsters out there, but that's the whole experience that a lot of people, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that monster fight. That's why I do it. Like I honestly, I don't, I won't leave it in the wreck. You know what I mean? That's me. That's just me. Um, but it's because I want to have that memory of that fight, that wear and tear, and if he wins, he wins. If he doesn't, then I got him. You know what I mean? So, and as I'm definitely getting older and stuff like that, and things may change for me, but I'm gonna carry that torch like that for a long time. So I'm definitely good. Yeah. No. And like I said, that kink in the wire, man, and it was seconds. God, like we just got there, and here's the real kicker. Here's the real kicker. Like we got out there and react out those baits. I was first in the water, came back, and all of that happened after I dropped my baits. Like quick, boom, 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 like we didn't even get a chance to really break out camp. That's how fast those hits happened. So we got them in, and that's when I went to work, started cutting everything and recrimping and doing all of this. Well, at that time, the other guys were starting to rig up, get baits out and stuff like that. And then a northern blew in, and it killed the fishing in that area. Like it went dead. We put baits out there, nothing. Seaweed rolled in, like in the like islands. Like that was the window that we had, and I lost it. You know what I mean? And so the reason we know the how big those bite marks were is because when it kinked up the cable, that pigtail of the cable or the piano wire was still there, and that's what was hanging on to the bait and pulled it in. It hooked the skin. So that's how we were able to see the bite marks from there, and it was, oh man, talk about heartbreaking. Um, yeah, we've got. I guess you missed earlier on in the video. I was showing off all the braid that I have in house. I can do that. Walk back over there here in just a second if you want to check it out. But yes, no, I know a lot of guys that fish in the Florida area, and they will only use piano wire because they say they never have any breakouts in it. But again, too, over here in Texas, we use surf weights, and I think that has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? When we're dropping baits, if the current moves to this direction and then moves it back to that direction, and the surf weight is staying in place, it can cause those cables to, or the tooth-proof wire to kink up on itself like that, and it's over. I mean, it really is. And I don't know if any of y'all have actually seen it yourselves, but it doesn't take much to break some heavy piano wire. And actually, I can show y'all this real quick. Check this out. I've got some heavy piano wire right here. I'm going to put this here. I ain't seen that in a minute. 12-aught J hook right there. That's what we used to fish with back in the day. Right there. Coated cable. Yep. I miss them days. Miss them days. All right, so I can pretty much guarantee none of y'all have ever seen a spool this big of piano wire. Yeah, this is how big I bought it, and it was about that thick when I first started. So it is thick, thick piano wire, the toothproof stuff. But again, it doesn't take much to break it. So it's here, right? All it needs is a kink. See the kink right there? And done. Over. Like I said, it just takes one little kink for it to happen, loosen up, tighten, and it will break really easily. So, done. Right there. So, and that's like 200 and I want to say it's like 250, 275 pound piano wire right there. Dude, nope. Yeah, the J hooks are not allowed in Texas. There was a big old deal where they said that because the amount of federally protected sharks that we were catching in our waters, it was putting a danger on them because we were using J hooks, and so they banned us from using J hooks, and even to the extent that you cannot be um, using stainless steel circle hooks either. So I didn't like that because a lot of those rules that they have were for offshore fishing. The way I was seeing it is like, well, basically they're combining state and federal law just so that way they don't have to worry about knowing what shark was caught where and da da da. They have to everybody follow the same rules and regulations, which sucks because we have a ton of sharks that we catch federally protected and we release them all the time. So yeah. Yep. Nope. And I'll be honest with you too, guys. You see this 250-pound coated cable? Yeah, 250 pound. Actually doubled it up. Like I made it long enough so I can put the hook on one end and a swivel on the other, or not a swivel but a loop. And I made a drop section out of that because I literally was completely out of cable in the 400-pound test. So I used that and I caught the first 10-foot plus shark for any land-based shark fishing tournament for the state of Texas. I was the first person to break 10 foot. And it was by an eighth of an inch, but I did it. You know what I mean? So, and yes, it was released. I ended up getting first place in, I think it was Beach Masters in that tournament. And I got first place with that and most inches as well. So, yeah. Oh, you're good. You're good, boat up. If all else, you can go back and replay the video and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, they changed the rules years ago. And then I kind of shot myself in the foot because I caught wind of what they were putting out there. But because they put it out there and they hadn't actually printed the rule changes, I said, well, if they're going to do that, then I'm going to do this. I think it's still up there. Let me see. I got a lure, and they said that as long as you were lure fishing, that you could use a J hook, for shark fishing. If you caught a shark while lure fishing, you can do it. So I said, well, let me do this. And I did it months in advance, and I'm telling you, I should have waited, but I didn't. So hold on real quick. What's up, boss? Live on the, yeah, no, yeah, I'm live on the channel. No, you're good. You want to come on for a bit or? All right. Okay. So, up on our last couple of trips, but haven't been able to land them, been really scourging. The other thing, Sputnik, you got to remember too, check your hooks. Um, if the barb is too big, it will not allow that hook to penetrate, and a lot of times they'll get off. Are you actually like, are you getting into like a good fight and they're just getting off, or they're picking up your bait? Like, can you give another or another explanation as to why you're not landing them? Um, oh yeah, so back to that, and I think it's still hanging up there. So I was like, well, if they're gonna do that, then I'm gonna do this. I shot myself in the. I should have waited till they had it printed out, because then they couldn't do no changes or upgrades, because then it was released, and they came back. Well, you can use J hooks while lure fishing, but without natural bait attached. It's like, damn it. So yeah, so it shot me in the foot, but I did it myself. Like, I should have thought in advance, and I didn't. So literally got a gator spoon because it's solid stainless steel. Then I put a 250-pound snap ring, a ring on there, and then I put my 18-aught J hook. Like, I was ready. I was like, dude, I can run that through the bait, and it'll actually help because it won't let the bait, the hook twist too much because this is launched in there. I was like, yes, I got this. Yeah. They're like, hey, man, you need to check the rules. And I checked them. I was like, damn it. But yeah. Huge runs on our 130. First one, the line ran all over by a boat. Second one, we got into the breakers and spat the hook somehow. Dang it. Well, again, guys, there's no guarantee that when you hook a fish that it's going to be hooked properly every single time. Um, I was known on Bob Hall Pier for a long time that if a shark came up and sniffed my bait, you know how they're looking for it? I caught dozens of sharks, from little 3-footers all the way up to 8-footers, where I hooked them in the nostril. Circle hook, seriously, was just in through the nose like that. So yeah, it was pretty intense. Movie shorts, yes, I do. Uh, and there's Sharkotic in here. Yep. All right, give me a second. Let me shoot that over there. And while we're doing that, I'll walk over to the reel counter so y'all can check. All right. Those two boxes were Avid reels when it was full. So yeah, I fixed my Avid reel counter. So you got SXs up here, all the way to right here. Then it goes to MXLs, all of those. Then LXs, that HXW is sold. LXs from there all the way to right there. And then those are HXW Raptors. There's a 30, an 80, and that's a T-Rex. That's a thin blue line T-Rex. Then a 130 in pink, 130 in pink, 130 in blue. Orange 3-speed T-Rexes, 80s. No black 50s, but I can have those drop shipped to you. And then there's the 130 T-Rexes right there. And then I got a whole bunch of line in earlier too. All that line. So if anybody wants to do the math, 2,500 a 30, another 2,500 a 30, 2,500 a 100, 2,500 of 130, 6,700 of 65, 5,700 of 80, 2,500 of 50, 5,300 of 130, 2,500 of 65, 600 of 130, 600 of 130. Hey, that's supposed to be hollow, and that's a solid. Oh no. Gonna have to send that back to him. Oh, Jeff's getting here. And that says solid too. not good. And then 6,000 yards of 100-pound right there. So if y'all can figure out the math on that, let me know. But I need to get with Jeff again because we don't. I very very rarely sell the solid braid, and I got 2 spools of it. Real. All right. Let's see. What's up, Raj?
What's up, everybody? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Look like you're
Working
busy
like
today.
God. Yeah. Yeah. Busy. 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 Oh man.
Right.
Yeah. So, dang it. Yep. I'm gonna have to shoot Jeff a text. I'm amazed I didn't catch this earlier. Like, wow. So, uh,
Got Dooley and Darnell hanging out. Nice. Good to see you guys.
oh man. So how's everything been going with you, bro?
Mm, crazy busy. Crazy busy. Had to take a break today. A lot of weekdays I try to not be in the backyard so much, but had to come out, relax a little bit.
There you
Relaxing
go.
is good.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to take a breather, kick back and be like, I'm good. You know what I mean? So,
Have that cigar,
uh,
have that whiskey, have that shot.
yeah. Yeah, now when I finally put the lights in, a few people came in, they're like, dude, that looks awesome. Like, just having the right lighting can, make or break you, you know what I mean? So,
100%. Yep.
yeah. So I had a long talk with him, and he tried to. I said, "No, bro, you can put that to rest." I said, "Because honestly, I said my temper's a lot shorter fuse than his." I said, I know how Jeff works. He babies his workers and stuff like that, and that's the way he likes to do it. But when you finally piss that boy off, like, there's nothing you can say that's going to make me like believe you, bro. Like, because right off the bat, I let him start explaining. And he kind of went off on that deal of, he's trying to talk to me like his son. I was like, dude, that's the same thing you told me the other day when I was telling you to mark the weights a certain way. I said, you got to understand this. We're paying you for your time. When you're here, you're going to do it exactly how we tell you to do it. I said, because one, it's a safety hazard if you don't listen. You do things wrong on the little things over here, and you're not even near the flame. And you start doing that over there, you're going to burn yourself. You're going to burn somebody else. Like, dude, I don't need you.
Absolutely.
I don't want nobody else hurt. And if you can't pay attention to the little things, then we don't need you. Like, straight up. And he goes, oh no. I said, so again, this is twice you've done this. One more and you're done. Like, we cannot have you getting hurt, anybody else getting hurt, because again, we want to make money. We want you to make money. You can't do that if you're in the hospital. You know what I mean? So,
100%. Bro.
and
Yep.
so I told him, I said, you want to take the rest of the day? He's like, well, I said, go ahead and take the rest of the day and probably tomorrow. And he goes, yeah, I'll see you Friday. I said, but when you come in, you need to go and apologize to Jeff for giving him a hard time because he's got enough on his plate. He don't need another child here at work. And he was just like, okay, okay. And, he had to backtrack a lot. Like, I'm sorry, I did not give him much room. As I said, I try to. Yeah, I know you. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't told him. Like, I get
Pedro,
after
I got
Jeff
some
if
more
he
jams
gives
coming
too
up.
much
Just been
leeway. Like,
crazy, crazy
and
busy.
I go, so when he finally decides to
Dropped
open
some
his
last
mouth
week.
about somebody, like, there is
This
no
week's going to be challenging,
way
but
you can
next week
get me to
we'll have
change
to
my
make up
mind.
for it and drop some
So
more music. So
we'll see. We'll see how it goes and go from there. But yeah, he said he'll be back Friday, or we're gonna bring him back Friday, give him one more chance to work this out and go from
yeah,
there.
yo,
So
good to see you, brother.
yeah. Yeah. Roger that. Okay. Yeah. Hey, you want to mix it with that, dude, and it's like a whew, dude. Seriously, yes. Take a drink out of the body armor, mix that in there, shake it up real good. It is amazing, amazing. So, what's up, boss? All right, yeah, no, like I said, guys, y'all kind of hear, we got a new worker in, and uh, yes, please lock it. Everything is safety with us. We don't want nobody hurt. We don't want to see nobody get hurt. But when we're telling you to do things, and like literally, and it could be something little, like the way we mark our weights. I don't want somebody doing this number. You know, they're lined up here, and he goes like this. One at like no. Here, hold them down, and you do 10 times the amount of work in that period of time. And so I corrected him once. I turned away. I came over here. I stopped. I looked back, and he's again writing on. I'm like, no, what did I just tell you to do? Everything has a rhyme, has a reason. And if I'm telling you how to do simple things the way I want them done to be more efficient, and you can't even do it there, how am I going to put you in a spot where you're controlling hot lead? It's melted lead. That's 800 degrees, 6 to 800 degrees, depending on where it's at on that spectrum. You drop that, you turn, you're not paying attention, you're going to hurt yourself, you're going to hurt somebody else. And that's, I don't want nobody hurt. I don't want
No,
me
you're
getting
right.
hurt out of it,
You got one
So,
health. You can have many different things in life, but you got one health, and that's beyond making money. Because what's the point of having money if you have no health? So
exactly. Yes,
I
sir.
agree 100%, bro. And when you have employees, even when I was an employee, I respect the fact that my employers are renting my time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, your time for the day. If I'm paying for it, I'm renting your time. So I need you to do what I need you to do because I'm in the position I'm in because I already know better. And so I need you to do this, this, that, and that, and do it exactly the way I say. If I needed you to think, I would hire you as a personal manager or an assistant to me. But sometimes we got to get stuff done, and we're in the positions that we're in because we live through it, and we know how to be efficient and how to be safe. And it's not always easy to listen to somebody, but I mean, you got to think about the position you're in and the position that person's in. And like I said, I've been an employee since middle school. I've been working since I was a kid to be where I'm at today. Understanding that goes a long way. So
Yep. Yep. And that was one of the things I kind of let him know. It's like, because he kind of, well, he's talking to me like, talking to you like how? Like, well, I'm a man, he's a man, and he's kind of, like, dude, you need to stop living in your feelings, bro.
exactly,
It has there's no age discrimination here other than my kids. Like when they're coming here, they're not allowed to. You go over there, they're not allowed to do this, but they can do this, they can do this, they can do this. Like, yes, there is age groups, but when you're out there and he's telling you to do something, it's not about, I said, and again, too, he's twice your age. So listen to your elder at the same time. Like, he's not telling you to do something that's going to put you in harm's way. Now, if he is, then by all means, I can understand not
yeah,
doing what he told you to do. If he tells you to run out in the middle of the street, yes, don't do that. But if he's telling you to put the molds a certain way, is because when he turns, he knows he told you where to put them. He knows where they're at mentally.
right,
These are
yeah.
hot molds. You put them where you want,
Oh, you
and
drop
you
some
put them
water
right
in
there.
that, they're gonna
Yeah,
some
yep,
sweat.
yep.
It's
Oh
so
yeah.
dangerous dealing with hot lead. Oh my god!
Mhm.
When I used to
So
smelt
like,
lead back in the days, I was
mhm.
scared. I ain't scared of a lot of things, but when I was smelting lead, I was very careful. Very careful.
So I've I've even gone to do this. I put a split unit in that building that we are pouring lead out of. But again, too, there's parameters into running it safely. Because what you don't realize is, yeah, well, you can keep the room cool, but when you keep the room cool, you're keeping those metals cool as well. And then when you heat them up real quick, they can condensate and they can trap a lot of moisture. And just like what I
Especially
said,
where you
it
live
is
in
a
Corpus.
horrible, horrible um, reaction. Like
Hot
it is
lead
a
and
it is
moisture,
a horrible reaction. So
it pops. It's in your face. It's terrible.
yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
I've been burned multiple times. It was a block of lead, like a solid block, and man, it looked good. So we threw it in the burner, and about 30 minutes later, it went pow. There was moisture
The
trapped
moisture.
inside the
Hmm.
lead, but we didn't see it from the outside. Like you couldn't see it. So, now we have the burners like, several feet away. So if that does happen, we're completely out of harm's way and stuff like that. You normally don't go pulling lead out of the pot until, everything's completely melted anyway. So you're completely safe. But with that split unit now in there, they have to start the burners, and whatever molds they're working with at that time need to be ran through several rotations before they actually kick the cooling unit on. So make sure that there's no trapped moisture in there from being it cooled overnight. And so those are parameters that, like I was telling him, like if you forget to turn that off in the morning at night, and you're like, oh man, it feels so good in here, and you go start turning everything on, guess what you're gonna do? You done screwed yourself because it's an accident waiting to happen.
Exactly.
I was like, so by him telling you, hey, put this block right here,
We're trying to
this is
circumvent
where
a
I
bad
need it.
situation.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If you can't listen to simple orders, why are we going to keep you around when we need you for bigger things? Like, we
If
got to
you're an
start you
employee,
from the bottom and work you up. So,
you got to listen to your managers. You got to listen to your bosses. And I'm not saying they're always right. Most of the time, I would like to believe they are, but you got to have a form of respect at knowing that they know a little bit better. Um, I don't have time to break it down every day when I tell somebody to do something a certain way, to break it down every which way, left, right, and sideways. The reason why I'm saying to do it, I've already done this for years. That's the reason why
mhm.
I sit where I sit. And we're trying to be
Yep.
efficient. And if you want to be an employee, a successful employee in the company that you and I and different folks have, you have to learn how to listen to us. And then in time, you will see why we're saying what we're saying. But we don't have the time in the day to break it down like it's elementary and explain to everybody, don't touch this because it's hot. Like, we'll just tell
Yeah.
you, don't touch that. We don't have to explain it to you. The degrees and the types of burns you can get and this and that. Tell you, don't touch it, don't touch it.
So, what I've even done is gone beyond that. What I learned a long time ago is, and this was pretty much what I learned in the Marine Corps. When you are training for a position or you're learning about that position, you not only learn about that position you're trying to get into, you learn about the position above that and the one above that and you may not know
Dude,
100%
exactly.
of their job responsibilities, but you've got an idea of what's coming next and where it's got to go and the totem pole as it goes up. However, in civilian life, you don't learn a lot of that. A lot of
No,
these
they don't teach
companies
you
do
like that.
not teach
They're
you
too
that. They
soft on
keep
the
you.
training.
This
Mhm.
is all you need to know right here. Sweep this aisle is all you have to
You
do.
hit it right there, bro.
Why do I need it?
Exactly.
No, just sweep the aisle. That's all you have to do. So I've been through a lot of jobs in the civilian factor, and that ticks me off. It does, but at the same time, like Raj said earlier, it gets to the point. You're not going to get through these guys. They're all set in their ways, and well, I shouldn't have to like they don't. Okay, cool. But now that I'm in a leadership position, or I'm in a position where I own my
You
own
earn
business
that.
and assign workers, I will. It gets to the point. Like the new guys, I tell them, hey, man, here pretty soon you're going to come with me on an order. I just need to make sure that you're vetted enough to where I don't. The first day you walk in, I'm not going to take you and show you where all my stores are at. That I deal business with. One, because you may be a bad person, and I don't know. You do something wrong, that's going to reflect upon me, and they're going to attack me. They're not going to attack you. So it usually takes a few weeks, and if I build up faith in you and stuff, or I you know what, he's a good dude. Let me go and show him. And so he was kind of upset. Well, dude, you're telling me to, I need to hurry and I need to do this, and I was like, you're coming with me today. You're going to understand why I'm telling you to hurry, and why you got to work with a sense of urgency. It's
There's
not
a reason why
because
we say put some pep in that step.
yes, yes. So
For a
I took
reason.
yeah, so I took him. We loaded up. We drove all the way out to one of my stores. We came up. He helped me unload, and then I showed him, look, all this whole section is all mine. And he looked and he goes, dude, like this is as big as the what you got in the shop. I said, yes, and this is their backstop.
That was
This is
earned
this ain't the
over
store. This
time.
is
That's
the
the reason why
backstop.
to listen to this man.
Oh,
Because
and
can you do
so
that? No. He did that. Okay. That's what I would tell him. It's like, can you do that? No, I did that. So you're around here. So listen, when I talk, because I knew what it took to get here, and it took a lot of learning curves to get through. a lot of headache, a lot of trials. So when I talk with weight. What I say isn't just what I believe. It's not theoretical. It's actual knowledge, living, working knowledge of how to be
Yeah.
successful. And if you could learn how to grasp this with me, you could be successful yourself. Because, bro, I can tell you, when I was
Mhm.
at Best Buy, before I tell that story real quick, Sputnik Man, I saw your comment about if I'm a Texans fan. I'm not really big into sports, but I'm born and raised in Houston, Texas, and I'm biased
I
that
thought
way.
it
I
was
love my city and I love Texas, so yeah, I'm a Texans fan. Not because they're winning or great or not winning this and that and this. I'm born and raised in Texas. I'm a Houstonian, born and raised, so I'm biased that way. I'm not going to falter. I'm not going to root for another team. So I just want to address that
I'm
one
gonna be
real quick.
honest. I like the big foosball games and basketball games and all of that. Like when they whatever game it is, I'm rooting for the big teams. Why? Because y'all are out watching TV. I'm over there fishing all
Exactly.
by myself. I got the whole beer by myself. So I'm like, yeah, the Super Bowl's coming
And
up. All
Darnell,
right,
man, catch
cool.
up on the music. I haven't posted a lot. You know, I did a sad song for the Zarutska, her last name, Ukrainian
Mhm.
girl, tragically died. It was very sad to write that song, and I was conflicted on to do a song like that because I was trying to just do positive music and Fisher music, but I felt that the talents that I have with the YouTube subscriptions that I have and the way she was murdered so tragically, I felt that I had the ability to do something to help her legacy live on even more. And I felt like everybody in this world that can do something like that should. And so I did it. So I did a very sad song that's different, but it was something I had to do. But it's just a general song. But I got a lot more songs coming up. This week is a very tough, terrible week. Um, just busy, not like bad, but just busy. So today I was like, today is the best day because tomorrow I'm going to be busy. Friday, Saturday I'm going to be busy. I won't be so busy Sunday, but Sunday is going to be my rest day to get back to it on Monday. So I'm
That's
trying to
right.
catch up on the comments with you guys now.
Yep. So, where's the best place to look for lead for making weights? That's a tough one because I used to get it from the tire shops, but then the OSHA started kicking in, and like they're not allowed to do it anymore. To sell it to the public, they have to get it set up to where it gets picked up by EPA people and stuff like that. So they do it like that. I have to. I got
Not in
my
the
connections
country,
that I've
more in like
had for
city
about
limits.
10 years now,
It's going to be
and
hard
I
to find
buy
it.
blocks from 2,800 pounds to 10,000 pound blocks, and you'll see me break when I get some pretty big loads like that. Normally, I'll post it up on the channel as a video short or something like that, so you can go through and see some of the blocks that we have. I actually upgraded the tires to my trailer too to some 12 plies
Oh,
because
that's
the
what you need.
regular
Yeah.
trailer tires we keep 3 or 4
Too much
trips and they
weight.
break, they bust. Yeah, so
With this Texas heat, yeah, no good, no good. Jacked
yep,
up in the
yep.
house, man. Still
Jacked
using
up
your braid oil.
Leatherworks.
Matter of fact, braid looking beard looking a lot better.
Hmm. There you go. And yes, I'm a Marine. Served back in '98 to '02, and oh yeah, I can't wait for
Yep.
this year's Marine Corps birthday. What?
Yes,
It's gonna
sir. Hundred
be off
percent.
the chain. I am excited, really, really excited. Like I'm excited every year, but
And
this
I
year
was
just
actually going in the military myself, and it was going to be the Marine Corps, the ROTC, and all that, and it was going to be the Marine Corps. Last minute, I decided to stick with college. So I have a huge love, especially like I'm biased to the Marine Corps because I learned so. I got Marine Corps books. I studied Marine Corps so much. I wanted to be a Marine, and last minute, um, I stuck with biology at UT instead of going in, and I'm not gonna say I regret it. Um, but yeah, honestly, if I could go back, I probably might do things a little bit differently. But I could only say I'm at where I'm at today because of the decisions I made, good or bad, in the past. So who knows? Maybe I could have been in a way better place. Who knows? But I could only be thankful to be here, healthy and strong. And much love to the Marine Corps for sure. Because I want to show you that book next time you come, Albert. I got this really badass Marine Corps book, dude. It's like it's tall with the Marine Corps emblem on the center. It's a really badass book I've had since high school, and real cool. I
So
want to show it to you next time you come.
I just saw one the other day. The at Santa Fe Chiropractic, where I go to get my stents units done and the deep tissue massage and chiropractic work. They actually have those big books: the Marine Corps book, the Navy, the Coast Guard, the Army. And they're big.
Yeah,
They're like this, and they're
I
about
think you've probably seen the
you know
one
what
I
I'm saying?
have. Yep, exactly.
Big old emblems right in the center, and that's all it is. Is their
If I
the
knew
military
exactly
logo.
where it is, I'll go grab it
Mhm.
right now. Hey, have
So
you seen a Marine Corps book that's like yay big? Like it's huge.
all right,
Is that
so
here or
just so
Dad's
y'all can
house?
see, while I was sitting here talking
If it's
with
here, bring
y'all,
it.
this is the other thing I was talking to the new guy about. Like, I don't care if you talk, but you got to be proactive doing your job at the same time. You can't sit there and like toss your hands up and not work while you're doing it. So
Dooley asks if you're doing a flash drawing tonight.
the what?
Dooley asks if you're doing any type of flash drawing tonight.
That would have to be y'all that instigates a flash drawing, guys. Y'all want a flash drawing? It's a $5 buy-in, and at minimum, 10 people have to get in it for me to hold it. 10 individual people need to get into it. If y'all want to do it, it's got to
Mechanic
go.
lady, no problem. Like I said, I knew all the crayon jokes. I was gonna go in as a Marine Corps myself, and I really looked forward to it. I was a fitness team captain back in the day, uh, trying to gain all my experience to get a good rank in the Marine Corps. I have my letter um, that I could have gone in, and I chose to stay in school for different reasons. But it is what it is, and I don't mind saying it. I didn't go, but I'm glad when I meet folks like Albert that did go and serve, and I'm so proud that I learned so much about who they are. Because once a Marine is always a Marine. That's the thing, and uh, if you ever see anybody with stolen valor, ask them. So, were you a Marine? And if they're like, "Yeah, I was a Marine," like, that's stolen
Never,
valor right there. That's red flag number one. Because once a Marine,
never. You
always
were
a
never
Marine.
were, never was, always is.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Tremendous respect, not just for the Marine Corps, but Sharkotic. We got a 15-year span easily. You can look at American Angler Shark Research and the Sharkotic Facebook page. Look at both of those pages. We've been giving back to veterans and children in need all this time. Absolutely love our veterans, and we love our children. They are the future, especially children in need. That's our focus, and there's nobody that could dispute that because we have the videos and the pictures about that, and we just give back. We just love our community, 100%.
I got flags galore over here. That's normally when we go do our walk across the Harbor Bridge and stuff like that. And then I've got, my Marine Corps flag, my other flag, my that stays up pretty much permanently. All the stickers from all the schools that I have gone through. And mind you, this is the second wall that I have like this because this is the third shop that I actually moved from. The first shop, I didn't do it, but the second shop I did. And I mean, I started doing them over there, but once I started putting up all my trophies and stuff like that, I stopped doing it. But I mean, they're everywhere. The flags are everywhere. It's like,
100%, man.
so
And Albert brought up a good point, and I never really thought about it in depth, but he was like, bro, you hang out with somebody and you see at least two American flags around that person, you're probably dealing with a really good American, a really good person. And shit, my studio, I have an American flag draped on the side right now. It's gonna permanently stay there. And in my house, my garage has many flags. My bar has American flags. I surround myself with patriot pride. I love this country, and that's the thing. Like my family, I'm born and raised in Houston, Texas, and my family was legal citizens to this country. And I could definitely say I'm very proud to be here. And the reason why I'm here is because the country where my family's from failed them, and they had to flee that country to be here and live the American life and have kids here. And so, yeah, I love my family's from Trinidad, and I love Trinidad. I do. but I'm born and raised in America. The American military protects me. American police force protects me. I have police in front of my house every day because I live in a gated community. Hell no, would I fly another flag over the American flag? I love this country. I had somebody commented on something I posted on Facebook about 2 weeks ago. They're like, "Oh, Trump's going to deport you for supporting him because you're a brown guy. They're going to deport you." I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Sorry, my bad. I'm trying not to cuss. I was like, "Let me tell you something.
You're gonna have to
Let me tell
drop
you
on the on the
something.
on the
Let me tell
on
you something."
the
I was
fire
like,
drawing for
"Hell
that one.
no." Yeah, put me in. I was like, "Hell no." I was like, "Let me tell you something." And I posted it. I was like, "Nah." As a matter of fact, people like me is this FBI director.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So
No,
yeah,
I'm
my bad
looking.
on that. I'm sorry. I tried not to curse, but bro, my bad, man. Hey, let's do a fire drawing. Let's do. I throw 50 in. Get us. Hey, how does that work?
Dang. All right. So we're gonna
Let's have
do a
some fun with it.
$5. We'll do a $5 one today,
Five. All
but
right, throw me in for 50.
it'll have to be the Wheel of Doom because at a $5 doing trying to do tickets, one, I don't have no space over there. Two,
Cool, no
they end up
problem.
taking off like crazy. So, but I'm looking for my long line clips because I need to make shark leaders. And the other day, I just saw a bag of leaders there. Uh, it's been a while since I had gifted anybody any kind of leaders or anything like that because it normally takes a while for some, sometimes it's back to back. Like people come in and I get moved to help them out. So a gentleman came in from, um, where did he say he was from? Bolivia or something like that. And I
Hmm.
may have the wrong country entirely, but um, he was a foreigner. But from down on this side, South America somewhere up
Hmm.
in there, something like that.
Honduras,
And
maybe. No, Bolivia. Is it
it was
B?
something. But he asked me a question about this, and he was having trouble with that, and then he was like, so we got into like call, and me, I'm gonna okay, it's gonna cost you this, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that, and he's like, you know what, I'm kind of in between jobs right now, but I applied for this kind of, and like the jobs he's applying for, it sounds like he's gonna be well taken care of when it finally happens. But at that given moment that he says that he doesn't have enough and he might not be able to do this, I was looking for ways to help him, and and at that given moment, it tells me I'm doing the right thing because the way I feel when I'm doing it, like it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, even back then, like Raj was going to school, he was doing what he wanted to do, but I never met him like face to face or anything, just through Facebook, text, or
Barely through
commenting on
Facebook.
posts, back then about shark fishing and stuff like that. But again, I could not take something that he won or earned, through dealing with me. And so this gentleman's in front of me, and something's telling me to help this guy. So, I didn't look at where he was going, with the new job and what he could do. I looked at the fact that right now he was, in a way, he was asking for help, or somebody was telling me to give him help. So, some of the leaders that y'all have donated, I grabbed about 5 or 6 of those because oh man, the way he had it rigged up, he was rigged for like California fishing because he said he lived in California for a few years, and this is the way they were fishing over there. So, I got some of the leaders and we changed it out. And then Jesse, who used to be my co-captain of my shark fishing team, was here and he started helping, and Jeff helped out, and so we kind of worked with him and gave him the leaders and stuff like that. But he's like, no, no, I can't afford it. I said, it's already paid for. I said, you just go to the channel, comment on any video, and thank them for
That's
doing the
awesome.
donations, guys. Because again, I feed a family here. I feed multiple families by working, and I can only pull out of my pocket so much. And right now, what I'm pulling out of my pocket is going straight to San Saba. You know what I mean? I'm trying to help
I'm
them
so
out.
stretched. I
Give
get that. A
Yep.
lot of people have
So,
no idea how stretched I am on a lot of the giveaways. And so, yeah, Albert touched on a really good point there. Back in the day, 15 probably plus years ago, this man right here, he was like my celebrity. You know, he was catching all the sharks, and I was trying to learn how to shark fish. But I learned from the best, and I came up the ranks very fast. And I could say that based off of many trophies that I have, many first places, second places, even third places of fishing tournaments. But I learned a lot from this guy. No, 100%, man. But since then, I mean, I learned a lot, not just from him, many other folks, but been a tremendous teacher, a big impact into my fishing abilities and my growth, and even like Sharkotic. Like he was part of Sharkotic, he was part of American Anglers, while he was a part of ZZZ Fishing, and while he was a part of
Yeah, the
Hard Life.
throwback. Easy,
Uh,
easy fishing.
Yep,
Yeah.
yes, sir. But we all work together with no hate, no animosity, no judgmental. You know, if I win something for us, cool. If he wins something for us, cool. But we shared it and we grew. And to be honest, bro, like if we look back, I've said it many times. I think we were probably the most sponsored shark fishing team in the state of Texas. When you look at the
Yep.
flyers back in the days, it looked like we owned the tournament. But no,
Yep.
we just all connections. It's
Yeah,
all
we'd walk
network.
up and they're like, "Hey, so how much did it cost you to put on the tournament?" This and I'm like, "What are you talking about? I'm just a sponsor." Like, it was
we're
people were
just
like,
we're just that sponsored, you know. And
"Y'all don't
that's
own
the
this
thing.
thing?" Like, no, it's not. It has
We
nothing to
had a
do with us. We're
great
just here to fish, just
partnership,
like you. Like,
and if you're striving to be great in this world and you think you're a lone wolf, I get that, but understand in this world, you're going to be dealing with a pack. You're going to be dealing with groups. You're going to be dealing with people that are tight knit, with a lot of people that are going to be against you. So it's really good to align yourself with like minded people that could share the same ideals, that share the same values, have the same goals, and work together with no jealousy, no animosity, and let's win together. That's it.
yeah, yep, we can lift each other up a lot more than one person trying to lift himself up.
Exactly. And sometimes, if there's a deal, maybe I could lift Albert up for the next few months on a really cool deal. And then Albert finds some deal and then it lifts me up. And our teams just grew to the point where we're at, which is amazing.
Mhm.
It's an amazing story to tell. We got to write a biography one day. Um,
I, I would have to tell my story to somebody because I've got two types of English. No, three types of English: bad, worse, and worser.
Well, see, I got those, and then I also have this one because I'm a Korean man. So if I talk to you like this, you wouldn't understand what I said. So you have to understand when Oledas talk to me, right? As a Korean man, everything Oledas say, I just have to take everything Oledas say, and I just have to compute it into regular English, and then talk to you guys like this.
Yeah, yeah,
Just having fun with you guys on the live. All right, so I done said we're gonna throw in 50, and then when I said that, Albert, so I said I'll throw in 50, and then Roger threw in 10
yeah.
after that,
Oh,
and then Danielle Garcia said $50 store credit. So it looked like we got a party going on.
Daniel, there we go. Daniel Garcia,
He said 50 from the store
50.
credit.
Yep. All right, I need another marker because I like these, but they write too thick and take up too much space. So and it's kind of hard to see. But yeah. Um, whoa, hold on, wait. I'm just now going solid and lasagna. Man, I've been kind of fiending for making lasagna. Normally, when I make mine's pretty thick. Like
Oh,
it
bro, don't hit me.
takes
I'm like Garfield with
my
lasagna
lasagna probably
and
takes
garlic mashed potatoes, lasagna. Oh, oh.
2.5 hours to bake or whatever. So and boat up. I don't think you have any store credit. I found it. It's in here somewhere. Hold on. I worked it all out the other day. But I'm just checking out the recent things to see if you won anything recently. Let's see. I am checking and checking.
It's early. It's not even 9 o'clock. We're good.
It's almost time. Yes, and jacked up Leatherworks, man. He got the latex because oh yeah, boat up with Mike. You do have credit here. Sorry, I just found it. Like I said, so
Nice.
got you, boss. I got you.
We
All
do
right,
have a party going on.
with Mike for 10.
Hey, we hit 275,000 tonight.
Right on, boss. Right on. So it's crazy. Like I went way up to like 223, 224, and then I dropped all the way down like fast. Like I was just hemorrhaging freaking, and then it kind of stopped, and then it goes down a
I
little bit, and
got
it comes up, and
another
it goes
thing to
down a little
share.
bit, it comes up, and
Ooh,
then like
$1 billion showing up with the fitty. Hey, bro,
billion.
I got this other app that will help you with your titles and your photo. Like it gives you a rank and a score and all that. I jumped on that. It's a subscription though, but it's you they they're part of your YouTube now. So when you're in your YouTube, they are in your YouTube. But
Mm,
it's a whole thing, bro. It's better if when you come to Houston, I can show it to you. But either way, I'll send it to you so you can do your own research. But bro, that has helped me jump again naturally
right.
because it's telling me the scores, how to title things, and how my pictures should be, and it's
Yeah.
giving me the scores. Like a lot of my stuff is terrible, and I'm like, all right, well, you do it, and I'll let AI from their app do my pictures and stuff like that, and
Mm.
it's helping. I don't know if it's
Heck yeah.
worth it yet, but it's helping. Like it's giving me a substantial jump. So there wasn't lying. It's a real app. But yeah, we could talk
Well,
about it for sure.
I have to be brutally honest, man. I would love for AI to help because man, I work hard. I work
No, yeah.
real hard to
So
get where I'm at, and it,
it's not that the AI promotes your videos.
no,
It
no, no. It
and it and
analyzes.
analyzes. I've been drinking.
That was the one
Analyzes.
part of my good English.
Analyzes. Yeah, there you go. You got me. See, this is why. You see how we work together. It's like we complete each other's drinks. Just kidding. But yeah, so what it does, it looks and it'll score all your YouTube. Like you can get it to score every single video you have, and it'll give it a ranking on your thumbnail and your description, and it'll recommend a better description for the YouTube algorithm, and it'll recommend a better picture, and then you can use their AI software for the your thumbnail picture,
And
and
I'll
those
probably
two
end up
things
spending a
combined,
year just
bro.
trying to get it to go through all my
I'm gonna
go
do
through
it with
all my
more recent
videos.
stuff, unless you have those bigger videos that you know will do really great. But I just
Mm.
jumped on that. Maybe I say about a month, maybe 3 weeks, about a month,
Yes.
and
Yep.
bro, it substantially jumped my channel with just telling me thumbnails and YouTube descriptions, how to help me out with those things. It's still my video though. It's
Mm.
it's not promoting my video. It's still my video. It's just telling me
Yep.
how to
Yep.
market it better, and it's
Yep.
done so far.
Titles, thumbnails, all of that are extremely important.
On what I've
So
learned is that your
like when I was
titles need to be
posting,
more
man, I
like a
wasn't getting like
question.
no views, and I started going back and I was like shortening the titles and trying to make them more of this. And man, sometimes I spent months just retitling everything, trying to the ones that weren't moving. And then it's crazy. One video would just kick off, and it'll just and then when one's going, another one will follow it, and I'm like, shoot, run it, baby, run it.
So, like for
Spinning
instance,
crazy.
like
What's up?
let's
So
say
we
I
are
do
doing a five
sorry.
dollar flash fire drawing tonight, guys. We got two, four, six people in there, and we're already at 50, 60, 110, 120, 140. We're at $170 with six people.
Nice.
Dang man. Let's do it. Let's do it. $5 buy-in. So let me go and pull up the Wheel of Doom. Uh, let's see. Wheel of Doom. Got it. Caught it. Caught it. Good. Let's see.
So, like for instance, like there's one like video where I just put casino night, and then it recommended a different title, and it's usually like a question. And when I change the title to their recommended thing, I could watch my analytics jump for that video because it
Hmm.
fits the algorithm better and it gives you a score. So like my score when I did the title, it was like in the 30s or whatever, and then it
Mm-hmm.
recommended me many titles to pick from, like in the 90s, 80s, 70s, or whatever. So I try to find one, tweak it, and then try to like rescore it. Like, is this good? Is this better? All right, cool. Let's go with that. And bro, it gave us a tremendous jump. Like I said tonight, I didn't know I was gonna cross the 275, I was telling the wife when I got home, I was like, that would be cool. I don't know if we'd do it, and we blew right past it. And I think this software helps.
I'm definitely gonna have to take a look at it, boss, because I really sit there when I create a video. I'm wrecking my brain. Like, how can I make this one
This one tells you.
different? How can I make it pop better? Like, man,
Yeah, no.
yeah,
I got
yes,
something
you
for you.
do.
Next time you pull up to Houston, I got something to show you. Cheers, guys.
Right, that John Darnell. You want $10 store credit? You got plenty, bro. So just 10. What's up, Roger? No team hard life
Hey,
family are in
Roger
the
in the
house. No, we
house.
need Carl. Where's
Spinning
Carl at?
crazy.
I ain't seen
John
Carl in a minute, but
Darnell,
I know
Roger,
he's been
Dooley.
busy. Uber whiskey's not in here
Budnick
yet.
still hanging. Nice.
All right, so let's do this. I'm still putting in the names, but I was using the names from the last time to get it.
Hey, John Connor. Hey, I'm on John Connor's team, bro.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, too, right? Like, think about it. Like, if AI is going to show up and take over, it's just like when the internet showed up and email was a thing, and everybody was like, email is not going to be nothing. And now we use email more than the regular mail. But the regular mail is so important because you can't send certified mail through the email. It's all still physical. So yeah, regular mail is still great. Angel
that
20.
was a good one. That was a good one, Jacked Up Leatherworks.
What jacked up got? I missed it. There you go back. Post-Eric. Oh yeah.
Well, you commented on it about the John Connor deal.
I didn't realize it was freaking jacked up. All right. But yeah, bro. Yeah. I mean, just like email came, I mean, I use email more than regular mail, but I use regular mail a lot because I have to send out demand letters for payment and stuff like that. And I have to use the U.S. Postal Service and it has to be physical. Same thing like money, where crypto is going to show up. Embrace crypto. We're never going to get away from tangible paper dollars that we can touch. It's not, it's never going to happen. It's just going to be more mainstream to do it more with like AI and online and all that. But we still have physical mail since 2000s. Email has been starting to do us 25 years later. We still use regular mail. So
Let's see. All right. So now I'm typing in all the other names that weren't in the last fire drawing.
Angel jumped in for 20.
Yes, I got him.
Got it. Good.
Yep. But now it's a $5 one, so I'm having to go back and double up what it normally would be. So load up with
Sputnik, that's
Mike.
good. Yeah, gold is going to be a thing. I would always say gold and property is like a hedge against inflation. I don't really see it so much as an investment unless you drop like a crazy amount on gold. Um, but gold is definitely good. I'd rather have $100,000 in gold in my safe than have $100,000 in my bank account. I'd definitely rather do that. But that for me is more of a hedge against inflation. Um, I like to make passive income, so I like to sleep and wake up with more money in my portfolio. And a way to do that is like investments, crypto or stocks. But you got to be, smart about it or have connections. Know some people, or you
All
could be
right, load
lucky.
up
Who
with
knows?
Mike.
But it's up to you guys.
Sputnik. Sputnik. Mine.
What I say and what I talk about is just my personal life. I got nice cars, got a nice house in a gated community. I live great. I got $50,000 plus around my neck. Not to mention rings and watches and everything else that I step out. I go out in public with $200,000 on me. Um, I got there because of what works for me. Well, but what
Let's
works for
see.
me can't work for everybody else. Everybody's different. So whatever I
And
say is just
then
my opinion, you
John.
guys.
Oh, shoot.
Buying, yeah, ETS. I'm not really big on ETFs, but I don't know enough to really expound about it, so I'm gonna just leave that topic alone. Um,
John Darnell.
it could be very profitable. For me, I just haven't done it. Not because it's a bad thing. I've been so spread on other things, I can't focus on them all.
All right, let's see. All right, guys. I think I got everybody in there right now. 2, 4, 6, 8. We're at 8 people, and we are at 440. So it'd be 220.
Whoa!
We're at $220. Sorry.
Mm,
Remember, it's a $5 drawing, not a $10 drawing. So it said 44 on there. So the easiest way to me to figure out the
that's
math
still
is
pretty good.
actually, you know, so it's $220, guys. Yep. Mm. Yep, yep. All right. So we got the fire. It is lit. It is lit, and it is going. So we are at $220 for tonight's fire drawing, and we'll give it another 13 minutes. Another 13 minutes.
Nice.
Like I said, normally I say 10 people because that puts us at least over the $200 mark. That's the minimum, to get me motivated to do that. So we're over the $200 mark. Rogers has made another
Nice.
20
Another
on
20. Yes, sir. Good for
it.
'em.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
All right, so let me get that copy.
Tectonic crypto is a giant sleeping asset. You know what? I'm gonna screenshot that and I'll look into it. Why not? I like to make money.
20. So that puts us at $240. We're at 240. Easy. Oh, yeah, yeah. So I could not find my long line clips, and I know they're here. They're somewhere here because
Be back.
I bought like 200 of them. When they were finally in, I was like, I need a lot. I need a lot of them, and so they're here somewhere. I just got to be. Yeah, if it was $10, it'd be 480 right now. Yeah, but we're at $10 buy-in or $5 buy-in. So yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been real nice to have that many that much money real quick. But it's all right. All right. Even at a $5 one, our biggest one went for what, $2,100 last year. It went nuts. Hmm. Yep, that does. Let's see. Yep. So I'm thinking we need to do another big giveaway coming up pretty soon. We just did one for the FTU because I got my fishing tackle into their tackle shop. So we did one for an MXL Raptor, and that's pretty awesome. I did get a heads up that Abbott will be discontinuing the classic Raptors because they're making more room and inventory for newer reels with upgrades that they're talking about bringing in. What are they? We will just have to wait and see. So just a heads up on that. Yep. Mm. Yep. So also too, guys, I don't know if y'all saw the video short about Hero, the young man that's his name is Hero. Their family all have like hero names and or they've got an excellent. You'll have to check out their channel, and I'm gonna go and share it real quick. Um, it's a young man that they're dealing. He needs a surgery, so right now they're trying to raise money so their son can get that surgery and go from there. Let me see. I just subscribed to his channel. I'm going to copy his link and I'm going to post it here on the channel. I'd like for y'all to go subscribe and let him know that y'all are from Team Hard Life um, YouTube, and y'all are coming in to say hi. They're also got a on
For
that
who?
video short. There's a QR code and a link and stuff like that. So if y'all would like to go make a donation to help them with their surgery and their medical bills.
Who is
Um,
that? I missed it. I'm sorry. Just real quick. Who is that?
oh wow, he's up to 9,000 subscribers. That's awesome. He's almost at 10,000. So this is the young man that I did that little video short
Nice.
where they're all dressed up as superheroes and stuff like that.
Okay, okay.
Well, yeah, he's 8 years old, and that's his YouTube. He creates all of
That's
those.
amazing.
The all of that is all him and his family. So
Yeah, I'll
yeah, it
subscribe.
is.
Yeah, I'm down.
It
That's
is
cool.
awesome. So definitely go in, show him some love. Um, and let me see. I'm going to share the link right now. Copy the link to the YouTube channel so y'all can go. And again, give them a shout out. Let them know that y'all from Team Hard Life, and we're going to be checking them out and all of that stuff. So,
Yeah, for
uh,
sure. I'm down for that.
let's see, come on, get to it. Do, 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 do. Come on. Oh, my phone's being real slow right now. Take it off Wi-Fi. I don't know. There it is. That
Come on, guys. Let's have fun.
there. All right. I am posting the link to the young man's YouTube channel. It is on there now. If y'all get a chance, please go
Screenshot it.
check out his
And jump
YouTube
in.
channel. Give him a thumbs up. Let him know. Subscribe to his channel. But yeah, they're raising money for his surgery that he needs. I went out there and donated. They were selling plates for $15, but I donated 100. I only took 4 plates, and then
Good
as I
for
was
him.
going to the Home Depot, there was a gentleman out there looking for work, and I asked him had he eaten, and he goes, "No, I haven't eaten all day." So I gave him two of the plates, which were pulled pork sandwiches and drinks and stuff. And I walked in there, walked in. He goes, "Man, that was so delicious!" And it was like, "You're very welcome, boss." So the other two, I ate one when I got to the house, and then the kids got to the third one, or the fourth one. So
Bro, that's
yeah.
really cool. Like that is amazing. So I'm not in Corpus. So if you guys are doing anything like that in the Houston area, let me know. I'll buy a bunch of plates and I'll do the same. I'll do the same. I'll pass them out to a lot of folks in need. Yeah, 100%.
Awesome, awesome. Definitely, definitely. All right, guys, 7 minutes left for tonight's flash fire drawing. Man, we ain't done a flash fire drawing in a long time.
I've been
Long,
busy.
long time. Yep. And we're at $240, guys. $240. I'll go and show you all
240, 240.
the wheel of doom right there.
It's not even an Avid yet. Come on, guys. You want to Avid? I want to Avid. I
Yep.
got a 300K giveaway. I'll definitely take an Avid. The
That's
second to last time. No, sorry. The last time we won, we donated. Well, I donated. Sharkotic donated. What was it? Do you remember? It was over
to
a G,
the
right?
red reels to the Redford Ranch. You
Redford
donated it to
Ranch,
the
yeah.
Redford Ranch. Yep.
And then I
Yeah,
got second
four
chance. I
hundred and
got
something
second
dollars. I
chance.
think
Is
is
this
what it
second
was.
chance today? Is this second chance, or did I miss that one?
No, but we could put it on here. You got $20 credit.
Oh, it's Flash. It's Flash. My bad. Nah, we'll
Yeah,
save it.
no,
Save it. Save it.
you
Save it. Save it.
save it. Okay, I
Yeah,
was gonna
save
say
it.
we
Save
can
it.
use it. Yeah, it's for any drawing. It don't matter. We just ain't done one in forever, so I didn't even really announce it. But yeah, throw it on here if you want.
Let me save it.
So, all right. Okay. Kruger said he sent Zell. I have not checked my phone. I'm gonna go and check my phone real quick. Let's see.
Let's
All
wait till the
right.
end.
Yep. So I got 20 for Mechanic Lady and Kruger Automotive.
Nice. Good
And
form, y'all. Good form. Good to see you guys jumping in. Good to see
yes,
y'all
sir.
too. I wish there was like a way we could see everybody. That'd be really cool. Like even like small boxes around the top. Maybe
Yeah,
one day.
yeah, that would be sick. That
So
would
like
be
we're
sick.
all live together. Because I'll tell you, like when I'm watching someone's life, like I feel like I'm there. Like I feel like I'm like friends with that person, and I know them. And I hope y'all feel that same way with Sharkotic. And many times, I'll be honest, at events, I'm a little faded. Okay, Trust me. I'm last event that I was at, my back, I threw out my back, I could barely walk. So I wasn't even like faded, right? But I was faded in physical health. But a lot of these events, I'm there, I'm having fun with a whiskey and everybody. Look, if y'all see me, come chat. I'm a loving person. I love and miss all y'all. Come hang out with Sharkotic, man. We the coolest people in the world.
There we go. Yep.
Sup, Henry? Good to see you, brother.
There you go. All right, guys. So that puts us at
Where we at?
520, what, 260? 260? Yeah.
Mm,
We're at $260 for tonight's fire drawing right there. So, and yeah, definitely. So right now, like I said, if you want to get Jacked Up Leatherworks to donate a wallet, you definitely got to help them pitch in, guys. You got to remember it's been real tough this year. So
terrible
definitely, if
this year.
you want to show some support for Jacked Up Leatherworks, buy the wallet or pay what it would cost to get it, and then
What
donate
wallet?
it.
I didn't even know about that.
No, no,
What's the
they're
info on
asking.
Jacked Up's wallet? I
Yeah,
like his
he's
work.
got the
I want one.
yes.
Mm,
Yeah,
I do.
I need like two more actually. I was like, I need
What's the
like two
deal on
more.
what's the deal on this thing? How do I get one? How do I get in?
No, they were asking if he could donate a wallet. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And
We gotta
Jacob.
support his channel. We all
Yep.
gotta support his channel. Like we all
Oh
gotta
yeah.
grow together. The more we grow, the more we can give back.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. And then right now, I'd love to order a wallet from Jacob, but I am playing. Y'all see the amount of money that I'm spending here, guys. Like I'm trying my best to be prepared for everything, and then I still got other rods and reels that I'm waiting to come in for those that have already placed them on order and stuff like that. So, and normally when it does, they don't give me a warning. They just charge the account.
Oh,
Like,
bro.
dude, like 4 or 5 months ago, I placed these orders, and then boom, then my account gets hit. I'm like, whoa,
I
the
have
account
auto pay, and sometimes I forget
breaks.
what date it's gonna come out, bro. Tuesday, TXU hit me $5,000 electric bill.
Jeebus.
5K on
Mm,
power. Not for
yeah.
my home, but for my business. I have two separate buildings, and
Hey,
I didn't.
hey,
And it was the
you,
worst, the hardest electric bill of the year. July,
hey,
August, always the worst. But oh my god, 5K in power? You guys serious?
who, Raj, who does your electricity, boss? Because
Chicks, you.
my wife's an electricity consultant, bro. I
Oh, we
was
could.
struggling. I was struggling with like a $1,500 to an $1,800 light bill before she got to me. After she got to me, it dropped down to like $300.
Technically, it's four locations. I'm really talking
It don't
expounding
matter.
about two locations. But
It don't
yeah,
matter.
5K, man.
It can
Okay.
all be linked together, and she can even do residential for you as well too. Yep. I'll
Um,
get her. I'll
I'm
get her
not
connected with you.
bullshitting. We can work, bro. I get so much energy. People coming in. Oh, let's lock you in. Let's do this. Let's do that. I've been having an energy consultant from TXU for years,
Mm.
and he's done well compared to the rates around. But it doesn't go without saying in the Houston area, four locations on my bill, 5K. It's expensive, but that's still four locations. But
And then
I'm down.
again
I
too.
would love to
Just
see. I'll. So yeah, give me her email whenever you have time, so I can. What I'll do, I'll send her my bill via
hmm.
email, and
Yep.
then she could, break down my bill and tell me what she could do to save me. I've had
Exactly.
so
That's
much
exactly
people
what I
come
was going to
by,
tell you. Yep.
and they're like, "Oh, we could do this, we could do that." I'm like, "I don't know you. I don't want to work with you." I was like, "My deal right now is not good, but it's not terrible." But
Yeah.
if it's your wife, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
man. Network
Bro,
connections,
the
most of
property owner here, he came up to me when he was collecting his rent for me the other day. He's like, you know, Julie Ramos is your wife, right? And I was like, yeah. He goes, bro, like my light bill went this, and this, and she saved us. And I was like, that's what she does. So, yes, sir.
nice.
So
Yeah, I'm not.
we
No,
got it. We're good.
I'm
And
not
again,
bullshitting. I'm
if she
down. Yeah.
can, she will let you know. If she can't, she'll let you know too. But
Well,
she'll
same. Yeah.
also she'll keep it in mind if she finds a deal that comes down the pipeline. she'll get back to me like, "Hey, man, it's dropped to this. Now's the time to jump on it," kind of deal.
Oh
She's
yeah.
very proactive like that. You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
it's easy for me because as a businessman, I have everything logged in. Everything is online. I can
mm,
share her my rates, my statements. I can share my year. I can share 10 plus years if I need to.
yeah.
I have all that
And
documented, saved. That's
you,
just the way I do business. Everything is in my office. And
hey,
yeah, if I can
hold on,
save some
real
money,
quick.
no problem.
You manufacture using electricity, right?
100%. My
Okay,
machines
so
all work on power.
you
CNCs,
know
panel saws, beam saws.
you know there's a deal with the electricity with the state of Texas that if you produce more than like I think it's like 40% of your electricity by using machinery or stuff like that to create your business, you get an extra discount.
I'm more than 40%, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When you
Okay,
said
look,
that, I'm like,
bro,
bro,
next time when you
you're
come, bro, you
overspending.
gotta come to my buildings. I have two buildings I want to take you to. You haven't, we drove past them, but I want to
Mm,
show you what's inside. We got
Roger that.
CNCs, beam saws. We have a lot of technology. It's those motors just to run the vacuum pump for the CNCs. Just to run, it's a motor as big as like four basketballs. That's how
Jesus.
big the motor is for one CNC to run the vacuum pump. So yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're American manufacturers, bro.
Well, I will. Actually, when we get off of here, shoot me your email,
Yeah,
and then that way I can forward I can
yeah.
respond with hers, or I'll send you her email and you can just send it to her
Either way, I'll
that
send you
way and
mine.
stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, no, we try to do it here, but because most of mine is done with the propane, I didn't catch it.
Mm.
But you will be, bro. That's like huge, huge,
I am
huge.
American manufacturing.
All right, guys. We are 3 minutes past our time for the flash fire. I extended a few more minutes because Chris Schultz bought 2 tickets. So, what I'll go ahead and do is start running down the names real quick for y'all. Let's see, real quick here. So,
We
we
all
got
in?
Angel
Anybody
for
else?
20. Angel for 20. Got that. We got $1 billion entertainment for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 for 50. We got Bowed Up Mike for 10. We've got Daniel Garcia for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Then we have John Darnell for 10.
Angel said
We
cap.
got
I added 20 more.
Roger for 10.
Henry
Roger's
in
got
for another 20.
20.
But
Hold
Angel
on.
had said he was in for another 20. If you want to just double check that one. But Henry
I,
jumped in for another 20.
okay. Hold on real quick. Let me fix this one too. Okay, so Angel said he did for an.
I added 20 more. Let's go back. Let's go back. Shows.
Okay, well, also too,
Angelo, I don't
remember
know if you got that one already.
when you buy in a second time, I split them up. I don't keep them together, but I may have missed that one, Angel. I'll go back through the deal, but I'm just letting everybody know where I'm at right now. And so I just counted up. Who was it? Roger? Yeah, Roger. 5, 10, 15, 20. Got that. And then Sharkotic. Got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Got that one. We got Sputnik Man, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Sputnik bad. Go
Roger
ahead.
Garza again, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Oh, you should have 10 on the first one. Sorry. Delete that one. You should have 10. And then 20 on this one. This is dash 2. That's a second buy in. Dash 2. Dash 2. Dash 2. And dash 2. And then we have Mechanic Lady for 10. Kruger Automotive for 10. Actually, backspace. And then Chris Schultz for 10. And then Henry Sinicetos for 20. 20.
Luciano in the
Yep.
party.
Oh, you're on time, boss. Not like the last time where you like
Sammy,
right when I was shaking the pot, he was like, "I gotta get in."
$5. $5
Yep. There's Henry
is all
Sinicetos.
it takes.
So copy,
Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
paste, and then do this again. Copy and paste. All right, right there. And again, guys,
You
any of
don't
y'all
have to
that
be in the drawing. Just hang out. You know, it's a party. When Sharkotic is
nice.
here, is a freaking party. Yeah, friggin' party. I
Let's see.
wanted
Hold
to.
on.
Wanted to.
There's Angel fan funding. Give me a second. Let me find up here. So Angel's got 40 in there. So I'm missing 20 right there. And go up. Sputnik is 20. Rogers 10. 50. Sputnik 20. Angel's 20. Chris Schultz. Okay. All right. So, oh, Angel, another 20. And there it is right there. Copy that. Put it here. Paste. And -2. Oh, -2, -2. All right. And all right. Who else? Somebody else said that I owed them. Was it
Mm,
Angel? Yeah. Yeah, I got you, Angel. That's it, boss. I will double, triple, quadruple, and check and double check and recheck. So we're at $310. $310.
I like that. I like that.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so got 2 minutes, guys. 2 more minutes because Angel and Henry got in there. So we're at $310. 310. Awesome, awesome. So while y'all are doing that, I'm over here adding on sleeves and crimping. Well, not really crimping. I'm just adding on the sleeves.
Doing
And
works.
yep,
Schultz
I'm
in
still
for 10.
still working. Yep, Chris Schultz right there. Let's see. No, H. Roger that. -2. Nope. Copy and paste. All right, so we got Chris Schultz in there. That puts us at 320.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep, yep. Hot or cold? I put it on. Sweat too much. We're going to have a heat wave again. I heard. Wow, more rainstorms. Yeah, it's been pretty insane over here. We've been having sporadic rainstorms all over the place lately, which is good because our grass is finally growing.
Yeah, we
But
got a
it's been
terrible
Saturday.
hurricane season.
Is that what you're thinking it's going to be, or
No, I
is
mean,
that
like
what they're projecting?
we just have. It's almost over. We didn't have no really good storms in the Gulf.
Oh, we didn't have a horrible. Okay, I thought you said we were going to have one. I was like, what?
Oh
They're
yeah,
predicting
no,
something?
no. It's been really calm, which is
Yeah.
good and bad. You know, it's good and bad. But you know, hurricanes help cool the planet like a fan. You know, so it's it's been a while since I've seen a hurricane season this chilled. I mean, do we have anything in the Gulf at all? And it's about to be over pretty soon, and I don't know, man.
No, not like last year. Last year we had like some that came up out of nowhere. They came from Mexico and blew up into Category 3 and Category 5s that hit Florida and all of them.
Yeah, but
That,
already
that,
in
that, that
September,
was a
late
couple of
September,
times too.
and we went. the entire summer really didn't get nothing in the Gulf of America.
Yep.
Been pretty quiet. Been
I
pretty
was telling
quiet.
this guy today, I was like, yeah, back,
And even nature don't want to mess with Trump, man. Let's make some jokes. Not
yeah,
being political, let's make some jokes. Hey, Trump said Gulf of America and our hurricane stayed out. Hey, look, we have no catastrophic disasters in the entire Texas coast, Louisiana coast, all those places. Man, it's been great. It's good and bad though. To be honest, like hurricanes are necessary though.
yeah,
Even though
yes,
it
they are.
displaces people, even though it does, you know, sometimes kill people, it's necessary for our planet to survive healthy. Hurricanes cool our planet. So that means next year we might have hotter summers. So, it's give and take. We might have a good hurricane season. When I say good hurricane season, nothing damaging, destroying our areas, but that doesn't mean it's not going to come back with a vengeance next year. I'd
Yeah,
rather a balance. I'd rather a few storms in the Gulf and a few storms every year versus next year
yeah,
having
instead of
like
the
a
major catastrophic
superstorm
ones.
that's
Yep.
going to devastate somewhere. So
All right, all right, guys, give me some thumbs up, some smiley faces, some hearts, some you know, comment on there. Let's get her done.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Come on, light it up, light it up. I want to see some support through the channel because we're getting ready to do the thing, and we're at $320 for tonight's flash fire drawing right there. And
You're tuned
yes, I
into the
do.
best live drawing, live, giving back to
Two,
whoever wins.
four,
No
six,
bias,
eight,
no BS.
10, 12, 14.
You
I got
guys are tuned
15
in.
people on here, so we're going to shuffle 15 times. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good luck, everybody.
Spin, 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 spin.
Oh, man. It's going to be Roger? Oh, it's going to be Roger. His two were
Nice.
back to back. He had them back to back. I thought, it's going to be Roger? Is it going to be Roger? It's Roger.
Spinning the wheel, man. Congrats, congrats. It's a
Yep.
gamble. It's a gamble. That's why we play the game. When you win, you
Three-
win. You happy.
$320 for Roger on a flash fire. $320 for a flash fire. Nice. Let me get the bigger pin. I like the bigger pin. All right. So, Roger, 320 minus 20% is. Let me do the math real quick. See math. Hmm,
Very nice. Very nice.
dude.
Congrats.
$256, Roger.
Nice.
And hold on, the other amount that we're donating is $64 to the San Saba fundraiser, the Green Cross. Put your name on there. 64, Roger, Team Hard Life.
Very
So that
nice.
puts us with that, it'll be it goes 1695 plus 64. $1,759. We're at 1759. Awesome. Awesome, awesome,
Very cool.
awesome.
Congrats,
Well,
congrats,
I
congrats.
really didn't expect a flash fire drawing today, but awesome. It
You
just
know, when
took one.
Sharkotic jumps in, we got to talk a
It
little
just took
bit.
one F bomb.
My bad. All right. So what we do with that? My bad.
You already did. You done it. You got the fire drawing started.
All right. Cool.
That's where you had to put it in.
I'm sorry. I do apologize. I definitely, bro. If you hang out, if you know me and you hang out with me, it is so hard to be online because I am a person that curse left, right, and center. I'm worse than a redneck, bro. Like I'm online, I'm trying my best. I'm thinking before I talk. Like I wish I could just say what I have to say and be me, but we have rules, not from our life, but from YouTube that we have to live up to. So my bad, bro. Sorry.
Wow. No worries. I dropped a few that I probably cursed more on the lives this year than I have any years prior.
I gotta say, YouTube has like helped me not like be that person so much. I'm a person. I drop f bombs left, right. Like I just say it like left, right, and sideways. Like it is what it is, and that's just the way my demeanor as a person. It's just the way I talk. It's just. But I know it's not. Something that families and children want to hear. So I do try. I do try.
Yep, roger that. So what I'm doing, like I said, I'm putting on these swivels, but I'm also putting two sleeves on, and I'll be double crimping both ends. So these are my um bike sections for the Coda cable leaders, for my beach leaders. I'm also using 750-pound swivels that are stainless steel, so they're a lot smaller, so they make it a lot more hydrodynamic in the water. Um, I used to use. Oh, heck, saw a cop car's lights come on and then phew, they took
It
off real
wasn't
quick.
me.
I'm like,
Not
it wasn't
my fault. Not my fault.
me. Not my
I'm here.
fault.
I ain't
I
doing
didn't
nothing.
do it. I
I'm
didn't
minding my
do
business. Leave me alone.
it. I did that. Yeah, yeah. All right. So get that on there. Now I can see the comments over here again. Wow, that was totally unexpected. That's awesome. Yep, that's why it's called a flash fire because you just never know when it's going to pop up on you and stuff like that. So, um, yeah, no, I cut up 1,000 foot, 480-pound cable a little while ago to start making all these leaders, and you can see all the drops that I already have done here, and I'm still making more over here. Uh, but again, too, you got to know when I'm double crimping like this, each side takes six crimps, that I have to crimp it six
Mm,
times to get all the way through both sleeves.
three, three,
And
three. So
yeah,
I think that
uh,
that was one of the real cool things when we started fishing together. Like our leaders are very similar. Even the weights that I was making, very similar. And I guess that's why it just vibes so right. It's like we get it. We know what we got to do. Yeah, we got the winning formula. And a lot of fishing is hit and miss, and a lot of luck. But at the same time, too, bad leaders, bad weights does not help. So,
yeah, yeah, very true. So
so awesome. Go ahead.
I'm thinking I've got two different kind of rods that may work for that LX. One's a 9 footer and one's a 10 footer. So it just all depends which way you want to go with that one. Um, how long are my drops on your big rigs for sharks? Okay, so I do a 3 foot bite section, and that section is the part that hooks up to your hook sections. So even my hook sections are 3 foot. My bite sections are three, and that adds so it basically becomes a 6 foot bite section right there. So, um, what's my opinion on the heat shrinking on the crimps? I have seen where it's beneficial because as we're dropping baits the way we have been dropping, I've seen where the line can get caught up on the crimp, like it gets stuck right there, and that could be a bad point at which it'll cut your line off and stuff like that. So, by doing that, I've seen where it's beneficial. One, two, because we're now using more of circle hooks and J hooks. I've seen where the hooks tend to catch back in on the bait a lot more because it's so flimsy and stuff like that. So, what a lot of people also been doing is using rubber
With rubber
bands to
bands,
help
though.
that.
Yeah.
But I'll show you. I'll walk over and I'll show you. And like I said, y'all
I have
saw
a rubber band and
the
a
little
glow
bit I
stick.
did earlier while I was sitting there doing, while I was spinning, I'm sitting there making, and those are the 24s right there. I've got this whole section. I still got to go. This is the first heat shrink size, and then I got another heat shrink size that I go up to, and then I got the 18 ounce right here, or 20s. Sorry, either 20s or 18s, one of the two. I got it there, but yeah. So I got that whole stack, and then let's see. Yeah, Oy. These are 16s. There you go. There's the 16s. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 of those done. My 18s, I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
Good lord,
12, 14, 16,
man,
18,
stocked up.
22, 24, 26, 28, 29, 18s. My 20s, I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24, 25, 26, 28, 32, 34, 36, 38, 42, 44, 46 of those. And then the 24s, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. And I know the box I just opened up had 25. So I'm adding another 25 of those. And the other one's got to be 18s. So I'll be adding another 25 of those to this wall. And again, too, I'm crimping both the top and bottoms. So you can see why it has 6 crimps on there. Crimped sections: one, two, three, 4, 5, and then 6 right there at the end for 2 sleeves. So they get 6 crimps on both sides. And then the cable section right here is 3 foot on the leader itself. And I never mix my leaders with the hooks already because with 3 different sizes of hooks, and also too, I used to have this other style over here. I'm trying to get these in here as well because I also had those in 18s, 20s, and 24s. So I had a larger selection, but they've been a little bit hard to come by. When we had J hooks and stainless steel, I had I had J hooks from 10s, 11, 12, 14, 16s, 18s, and the J hooks. And then circle hooks I had from 16, 18, 20, 24s, and 28s in stainless. So, yeah, I had a crap ton of drop sections. And then because we did J hooks, I used to offset those by
Yeah. I
that.
was. You're back.
I tell the screen to flip and it kicks me off there for a second. You there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it looks like it's
I don't
not.
see you. You're black.
Yeah.
Am I black?
Hold on.
There you go. Ah!
There you go.
What I mean,
Okay.
I'm black. I mean, like these days we have to explain. Okay. Mm, mm.
I was
And
like,
don't be sensitive. Hey, don't
let's say
cancel Sharkotic now because I'm.
I've seen you come
Woo,
off the beach after
woo.
about a week, brother. So I can say
Yeah,
yes.
well, I'm Caribbean though. I'm Caribbean. I'm Caribbean. So like,
You tan well, bro.
I would love that debate one day with somebody. I'm Caribbean the same
Mm,
way. It's not a topic for tonight. Time and place, but I'm
yeah.
Caribbean, not Indian from India. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. My family, we're from the
Mm,
Caribbean. Okay, so I don't blend with a lot of this world. I'm just a Caribbean guy, smoking cigars, drinking whiskey, having fun, fishing. That's it. Okay, I got no
right.
hate for nobody. My island is literally like 40% black, 40% people that look like me, and then there's some Chinese and Dogla and like different mix, bro. Like I can never be racist. Not where I come from. Okay, I'm Caribbean. So no, hey, I
Oh,
have an accent. You see, I will vouch for this man here, right? This man could never be racist because he doesn't mess with a man like me, a Caribbean man like me. All right. So, anyways, good joke aside.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
I was. What is this about? Patrick. I tried to look at different things. That I this at her vegan, and one is Alfredo sauce. It's delicious, but so I'm far away. I'm not retarded. Trying to read from far away. I've
I don't know.
tried the one
Oh,
with the red sauce. I don't really like it.
hmm.
Remember that, yeah. I what? Uh,
Um, the rods
what?
are FTUs, and the 9 foot and the 10 foot. They're both FTU blanks right there. So, but I'm gonna go and cut out, guys, because it's 9:50, and that's from just
I
putting
just
on the
found
swivels and pushing the sleeves on that one. And that's after I've already washed my hands about a dozen times today. Um, yeah, but I'll be back up here tomorrow. We're gonna have some special guests tomorrow for
nice.
some collaboration videos. We've got to get some information out there. It's going to keep everybody up to speed at what's going on with the city council and the water issues that are going on. But also, too, we're going to have Doug from the Redford Ranch Foundation on the channel talking about the smoke on the water. So stay tuned for
Sharkotic's a
that because
big
they got
supporter.
uh, some, they got
Big
some
big
awesome
supporter on that.
prizes. Awesome prizes. Yes, Sharkotic is sponsoring that. We also got one of the door prizes in our shop right now. We'll show it tomorrow. So stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of information going. And again, Sharkotic, thanks for joining us. And again, say a prayer for everybody out there, guys, because we have a movement. We have a revival. But the thing about a revival is you got to take action. And we're
There's
not
a
saying go
shooting
out
today
and do
in Pennsylvania.
another one.
Well, so here's the deal. On that one, they were serving a warrant with 5 officers. 3 officers were killed, and the perp was killed, and 2 officers are critical but stable. So it's a very sad time in our country, you guys. To sit here today to have to watch 3 more officers killed. Very terrible.
Definitely.
We need to
Well,
do
definitely
better,
our thoughts
and
and
we need to
prayers go
stand
out
up,
to.
and we need to, you know, before you get off, bro. I've stayed out of politics for a long time, for years, because I got sat down for the same reason. Like, while we have to miss Charlie Kirk, and I literally got sat down by people, and they're like, "Bro, like, it's not just you; they'll come after us too. Like, you gotta chill." And bro, I want to get to the point where it could just be me. I want to say what I have to say, that's best for this country, and the repercussions should only come to me, not my wife,
Mhm.
not my brother, not my dad, not my business, not nobody. If you got a problem with what I have to say, just come after me and leave my people alone. But a lot of the people around me, they're scared because I have a strong voice, and they don't want to participate, which is
Yeah.
fine. It's just, you know what, I have to die one day. We all
Hmm.
do. And I'll rather die supporting truth, supporting conversation, supporting America, supporting our troops, supporting kids in needs. I will rather die supporting that than die of old age.
And I'm putting God first. That main
No,
one right there.
100%. Yeah. We
Hmm.
need God. We need God
Never
in
do.
our lives. We do. Because without God, what's the ladder? What's happening around us? Killing people for a decision, a consciousness, an idea, a voice? No, gods around the world that we believe in, that's not part of their text. God is great, and this senseless killing of human life has been terrible. But
Very,
just the
very
last
true.
little tidbit, bro. We had another shooting in America today. Has nothing to do with the guns. Has everything to do with terrible people, people that lack the ability to value life, and those people we need to bring back harsh punishments. We need to bring back harsh punishments so they fear to do something like this. If they don't have fear, they don't care about law. Murder is
Yep.
against the law, but they do it anyways. because
Yep.
they think if they get caught, they'll live on death row or whatever, and they get free meals and they could live rent free in a jail cell, which is probably good for some of these folks. Is they don't have nothing for them, bro. But we need to do better. We need to step up. You know,
Stiffer punishment for
I
sure.
posted my
Stiffer punishment.
I posted my study, and I really don't want to make that study political. I can never be a Charlie Kirk, never. But I look at my studio with my mics. I can debate people. I can, but it's putting people at risk. We all have families, and the law is not taking care of us that are speaking our free will. We all should be able to speak, whether it be Jesus or Allah or Krishna, whatever religion that you believe in. As long as we're not murdering and killing people, we should be able to speak the goodness and the righteousness. We should have country here in America. America is a country that is a melting pot of so many different religions, so many different cultures. We're supposed to
Yeah.
come together. We're supposed to assimilate and love our brothers and sisters. We're supposed to see each other
Patrick,
as
I
brothers and
have,
sisters, not by
I have
race,
no
not by
I have no
religion,
idea what
not
you're
by
saying,
skin
bro.
color. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Uh,
No, I can hear you. I'm just saying, Patrick, I have no idea what you're saying, boss.
oh,
But again, I gotta run, Bob.
all right, later,
You're
bro.
going, you're taking off, man. But I gotta run over
I know,
here.
I know. Later, bro. Y'all
Y'all
have a
have
good
a
night.
good night. Again, our thoughts and prayers are with those officers and their families.
100%.
That's terrible. But again, guys, we'll have a good one. We'll see y'all tomorrow, and keep your faith strong, guys. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to show it for sure.
Be
Y'all have a blessing.
strong in your convictions. God bless.
Yes, sir.